You too, man. What's going on? Man, this is shocking. Now, the real reason Dior Johnson actually went to college and Mikey Williams and Bronny James will 100% be going to college, man, with this breaking news. This is insane. Now, if you guys haven't heard by now, man, of course, there are a lot of alternative routes that are offering these top athletes a lot of money. Of course, the NBA G League offered Scoot about $1 million. You have Overtimes League as well, which is going to, of course, leave you without any college eligibility. And then, of course, you have overseas. You have a ton of different options. G League, which offered Jalen Green a bag as well. There are so many different routes to take right now. But what has recently been going on is a lot of college athletes have basically been protesting the NCAA to try to get them to allow them to make money off of their name, not even necessarily get paid by the NCAA or all these other TV contracts, whatever they are, literally just be able to make money off of their name. But some breaking news has just dropped that is the real reason why people like Bronny James, Mikey Williams, and the real reason Dior Johnson actually is going to college. And now let's take a look at this. Now, if you guys take a look at this, Draft Express posted this on their Instagram and I believe Twitter as well, and it's stating this: people are going to be shocked when July 1st hits and they hear about the numbers that are being thrown around for All-American type players from the biggest schools in college basketball. I'm hearing these deals will rival Overtime/G League Ignite type of money for top guys. Now, this is huge. If you guys don't know, like I said, they're offering them a bag to try to get them to not go to college and take an alternative route. But if college is going to be allowing these type of players, offering these players a ton of money to go there, it is changing the game. Now, I had joked around and stated that, man, Dior Johnson, they probably paid him a crazy ton of money under the table, allegedly, because of course he did have an offer from the NBL that was around $1.2 million. And with Dior's history, him moving from school to school, it really doesn't make sense why he wouldn't go for the money. He seems like he's someone that's an opportunist, like I said before, someone who wants to go where the best opportunity is at. And honestly, man, if you're making 1.2 million, you're around 17, 18 years old, that is not a bad spot to be at all. Now, of course, with him turning that down, it made us question, why did he do this? And Dior actually posted this tweet on his Instagram, which is solidifying it in my mind. This is the real reason why he decided to go to college. Of course, I don't know if these numbers are really thrown out here yet, but July 1st is when we're exactly going to know, which is very soon, how much these guys are getting paid. Now, coming to younger guys like people like Bronny James or Mikey Williams, I got to state this first about Bronny. You guys know by now, Bronny is going to have no issue going to college basketball, but the one issue here is if he is actually going to go to an HBCU or a regular school. A lot of people are debating that. Now, with that being said, if Bronny James is actually getting paid, I really don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. If you guys take a look at LeBron, one thing that this guy is about is education. He wants his sons, his family to be educated because he did not have that opportunity and he didn't go to college. You guys know this by now, went straight from high school to the NBA. Now, with that being said, it would make sense for Bronny James to absolutely go to college and not take any of these alternative routes, regardless of the money. Bron is already set, is making crazy amount of money and could help his family out for honestly the rest of their lives. So I really don't think Bronny is too worried and thinking about the money right now. It's really the best place where he can develop. And of course, with Bron never having that type of college experience, being able to go on a campus, do a lot of different things, I think that's exactly where he's going to want Bronny to go at. Now, in addition to this, of course, a huge factor here, a lot of people are thinking maybe Duke or Kentucky, but of course, Coach K is actually stepping down. He's going to be retiring. So odds are Bronny James is probably not going to be going to Duke anytime soon with their coach not being there anymore. Coach K has been there for a crazy long time. Now, on the other hand, you have Mikey Williams, and in my opinion, man, it seems like college is going to be taking over again. Man, the G League did have this period of time where, of course, they were offering money and really no one else was, and it looked like, in my opinion, the G League was such a great route because you're so close to the NBA. You're playing with people who've already played in the NBA, have a ton of skill, and you can just learn from these guys, and of course, iron sharpens iron. So whenever you're playing, man, you're going to have people to always give you advice on your game. game, always coach you. And these are people who have been in the NBA, around the NBA for a very long time. So it really seemed like a great spot. But now that college is going to be offering some type of money, I think people are going to be less likely to go to these alternative leagues like Overtime or the NBL, all these other different places, because college is going to be paying these top athletes. It really wouldn't make too much sense to go to these other places if you had only if you had a specific reason or a specific tie to one of these other places. Now, of course, with that being said, it really depends on your situation. But if they're going to be rivaling them, man, I just do not see logically these type of players taking risks to go to these alternative routes. Of course, LeVar was probably the first one to really do it, but it really does look like the NCAA is taking that move back. They're going to be paying these players, which I got to be honest here, if they're making anywhere near $1 million, it is quiet for every other league. I don't think anyone's going to be going anywhere else. Maybe the G League, if that, but definitely not Overtime's league. It just, in my opinion, seems way too risky. And these guys will be able to still have eligibility, go to college, make money off of their name if they're really putting up that type of money. Now, this is, of course, as a response to the type of pressure that's put on the NCAA. In my opinion, they've really been making money off of these athletes purely for way too long. These athletes have not been able to make any type of money. And when you have players saying they're going to bed hungry, like Shabazz Napier, who played for UConn back in the day, that is crazy. This guy was a star athlete on UConn basketball and one of the top programs at the time, and he's saying he's going to bed hungry. I thought that was crazy to me, but it really shows you that the NCAA is a business like any other business. They're looking to maximize their profits and spend the least amount of money. So you have to take a look at that and take it with a grain of salt. Man, they are trying to make money and don't always care as much about the players as we would hope for, allegedly. What this is actually going to do is going to change high school basketball a ton, because a lot of players are going to be able to make money off of their name prior to them even going to college. Of course, a lot of these things, especially with LaMelo Ball and his own shoe, there was a ton of speculation if he would still be able to hold college eligibility. That clearly, if this really is going on, if this tweet is true, it's not even going to be a thing anymore. And we're going to see a lot younger players starting to profit off their name a ton. Man, these people that really have a lot of hype, a lot of clout around their name, they're actually going to be able to make a ton of money. Now, with all that being said, it does only look like this actually rule will go in effect with only select states, which is crazy. Now, if we take a look at it, it does only look like the following: Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, and New Mexico will have this law actually going into effect. Now, that's too bad, because in my opinion, there are a ton of other places that really should have this go into effect. If it goes into effect in one place, in my opinion, it really should be able to go in all states, because all of these guys work equally hard, and some even work harder than others. All of them should have the equal opportunity to be able to make some type of bread off of their own name. Now, what do you guys think? I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below if you really think they should be able to make this type of money, and why it's taken so long. Why is the NCAA only taking effect right now? And what do you think about younger players, people like Bronny or Mikey, and even Dior? Do you think Dior is actually going to secure the bag since he's going to be at Oregon now? Let me know in the comments down below. But man, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. You get a new notification every time I upload a new video, and comment down below any other video ideas you would like to see on the channel, anything you would like to see from me. Let me know in the comments down below. All right, it's LNH and I'm out.